Hello, First Teams.
We're so excited that this year Disney and Lucasfilm have teamed with First as a part of the Star Wars Force for Change philanthropic initiative.
Daisy, John, and I, yes, and BB-8 and Dio are happy to welcome you to today's event.
For the last 4 decades, Star Wars has inspired generations and audiences around the world to imagine the impossible and to find the hero within themselves.
As a robotics community, First has done the same for millions of students, creating a movement to prepare young people for the future.
Here's a very good friend of ours to share more about this year's season and your program challenge.
BB-8, just wait 1 second and you'll find out who it is.
Hello, First Teams. I'm Mark Hamill, and welcome to the 2019-2020 season. Through this year's theme, First Rise, powered by Star Wars Force for Change, we're exploring what it takes to build a stronger, more sustainable future. And together, we will shape the first city to thrive today and stand the test of time. Today, you will explore the challenges First City faces as it begins to rise. Like the towering structures on the planet of Coruscant in Star Wars, First City is growing and must be resilient and strategic to sustain life and a rising population. In SkyStone, your mission is to create a structure that pushes into the skies to represent your alliance. On your journey, you will work with droid allies to overcome obstacles that stand in your path to building a superstructure of the future and top it off with a crown of achievement, a final capstone to symbolize our reach into the sky and dreams of a hopeful future. Together, we rise.
Thanks, Mark.
We can't wait to see how you and your teams have learned to work together to tackle the challenges facing First City this season.
Good luck, and of course, may the Force be with you.
Welcome to the first Tech Challenge game for the 2019-2020 First Rise season, SkyStone, presented by Qualcomm. A team consists of up to 2 driver-operators, a coach, a human player, and a robot. The robot must be built from materials specified in the game manual and fit within an 18-inch sizing tool, but may expand after the match begins. Each match is played with 4 randomly selected teams, 2 per alliance. Each alliance is allowed only 1 human player. Your opponents for one match may be your partners for another. The game is played on a 12-foot square playing field with a foam tile floor and 1-foot-high walls.
8 unique navigation targets are mounted on the field walls.
Separating the landing zone from the building zone is the Sky Bridge, made up of 2 Alliance-specific bridges with 14 inches of clearance and a neutral bridge 20 inches high. Red and blue depots are taped off in the loading zone corners. Red and blue building sites are taped off in the building zone corners. Outside of the field walls are the Alliance stations and human player stations. The main game element is a stone, 4 by 8 and 5 inches tall. There are 56 stones in the game. In addition, there are 4 special Sky Stones, with a navigation target wrapped over one side. During gameplay, stones are assembled onto Alliance-specific foundations. These are placed in the center of the building zone, but can be moved by robots during gameplay. Each team can design and build a special capstone, which may be used to score additional points. Before each match, teams place their robots on the field, touching the wall closest to their Alliance station.
24 stones are stacked next to each human player station.
And 12 more stones are placed on the field, including 4 randomly located Sky Stones. Each team may preload 1 capstone onto their robot, or the human player may introduce it later in the game. Each match begins with a 30-second autonomous period. During this period, there are a number of ways for teams to score using only pre-programmed instructions and sensor inputs. Repositioning a foundation to the building site will earn 10 points for the Alliance. An Alliance earns 2 points for each stone delivered to the building zone. Both the robot and stone must be completely in the building zone. A SkyStone moved into the building zone earns 10 points, only if it is the first or second SkyStone delivered. After that, SkyStones are worth only 2 points. If a robot can park over the midfield tape, it will earn 5 points. And finally, each stone placed in the foundation earns 2 points. Following the autonomous period is the 2-minute driver-controlled period. There are a number of ways to score points. Each stone delivered completely through an Alliance's bridge earns 1 point. However, a stone delivered through the neutral bridge does not earn any points.
Each stone placed on the foundation earns 1 point.
The last 30 seconds of the driver-controlled period is the endgame. During this time, robots may continue scoring stones, but there are also ways to earn bonus points. Placing a capstone on a skyscraper will earn a 5-point bonus, plus 1 point for each level of stones. If a robot moves their foundation completely out of the building site, their Alliance earns 15 points. An Alliance will earn an additional 5 points for each robot parked in the building site. There are many ways to score in SkyStone, but there are also rules that, if not followed, will award points to your opponents. For example, robots may not tip over an opponent's skyscraper. Robots cannot block access to their opponent's field elements. Robots are not allowed to reach outside of the playing field. Robots cannot launch game elements, nor are they allowed to deliberately detach parts.
This has been a brief summary of the SkyStone game. For complete rules, scoring, and official field setup, please read the entire game manual and check the Q&A forum.
And always remember, the most important rule of the First Tech Challenge: gracious professionalism. Good luck, teams, and have a great season.